Hello everyone, and welcome to So Many Games at a Time. My name is Joachim, and for the playthrough today we're going to be playing Into Deep by Cappel, Daryl Chow, and art by Dominik Mayer, or something like that. So, and also by Burnt Island Games. It's a Kickstarter I recently received. I tried it last night and went through most of the problems that I would possibly face rules-wise. I'm pretty confident I can play it correctly now. So let's hope I do. Okay, so what is Into Deep all about? This game is basically about we are all hackers and we're hacking into criminals, making them do all these nasty crimes for us. They're all basically working for the syndicate, and the syndicate is trying to complete a dastardly plan, and we are trying to foil it by basically going, I guess you could say, like into the deep end, right? Because we're good people, but we're doing all these crimes, so we're going deep. And there are possibilities for you to actually go too deep and become a criminal yourself at the end of the game, because you're so corrupt. And then when you're so corrupt, it could lead to you either winning the game or absolutely losing the game. What does that mean? You've got all these plots that you're trying to foil. If the syndicate's plan, or so the plot, if it is foiled and you are the most corrupted one, that score of your corruption is subtracted from your score. So it can be really painful. Last night I lost 28 points because of that. But if you are the most corrupted, and the syndicate manages to complete their plan, so it's not foiled at all, then nothing gets subtracted, because technically you win together with them. So you might still lose the game, but you will be able to add, your corruption score will not be subtracted from your score, which is huge. Anyway, so how does the game exactly work? We're going to be hooking into these criminals let's take a look at the board first. We're going to be hooking into these criminals and then moving them around so we can do crimes, basically. These crimes will then allow us to gain boosts. So the blue ones give us an action that we can do later on or whenever we want to. The red ones are actions that happen instantly. It can also give us dilemma cards, which are these red cards. They will show us, they will give us endgame scoring, but also raise our corruption. So they're very tricky. They will also give us evidence, which are the round ones here. So evidence is over here. As a player, you will choose from the panel first, and then if you have more than one, you'll choose from here, while the AI will always just choose from the pool. And evidence, you can see this icon here, you can file. And file would be either you go to the current chapter and try to cover all these dossiers. So you would take then the evidence, put it on here, take the dossier, put it on your board. Or you could go to the final plot. Now, why is this distinction important? It's important because if you go here, and I hope you can't hear my stomach, but it's complaining. If you go here, then you can, at the end of the round, score points equal to the amount of dossiers you have if everything is completed. But if it's not completed, then whoever has the least amount of these will lose grip on their criminals. If you go here, the first time you go to the final plot here, you can get these bonuses. This one is an extra boost. This one is, I forgot the exact name, but basically it subtracts from your total corruption score at the end of the game. Those are called tolerance tokens, right? They increase your tolerance for corruption. And then this is grip. You increase your grip with whoever you want. With the AI, they will always increase the grip of the criminal that they have the least grip on, never their highest. Okay, so the final plot, how you win the game basically, is at the end of the game, we're playing with 2 players. You need to have 3 sets of 3 tokens of the same kind, and then the plot is failed. Okay, it's foiled, so you stop basically the syndicate. So 3 tokens of the same type. But you'll see there'll be tons of stuff added here, and everything the AI does is face down. So you have no clue what they're adding to the final plot, which can be tricky. And yeah. So what else should you know? I haven't said much about grip. Grip basically means when, let's say, I decide to grip the fixer, right? I mean, hook the fixer. I put him here next to the hook. I'm doing this really quick overview. I might do a how to play later in a much more detailed version, okay? So I put this guy here, and he'll give me 1 grip. Now at this point, it's not much special. I just, on my turn, I get to move him and do stuff. But as his grip increases, once I cross this threshold, now his special ability is something I can do. If he continues to gain grip, I mean, if I gain grip over him, and I get to the bright colored spaces, that's the stamina area. And if I'm in the stamina area, let's say he's here, I can spend grip to have extra actions with him, all the way down to back to here. Okay, so that of course can give you some really nice turns at the end of the game. Also, there are scores here on the grip track, and you will score the number of your lowest grip villain, you know, bad guy basically. So if it's like this, then I would get only 3 points. My game yesterday, I managed to end all of them here, so then I would get 15 points. Now it's not actually points, they're intel that we're gathering, okay? Intel or points, so points are intel, what else do you see here? You have items, they will come, all these, they will come into play for the missions that we're doing, for the crimes that we're doing. These little bots here, little shooting bots, the droids, they're the threats. Basically, they will stop you from using the ability that these areas allow you to use. So every area has an ability. And once they're all gone, then you can use the ability again. But the moment you use an ability, let's say he will use this ability, then 1 of each space will come here and lock this. Of course, then opening up Riverside, the parish would only have 1 left and the blocks would still have 2. So if you want to get rid of these threats, there are other ways to do it too, but using other powers is a good way to do so. Then you also have the Sentinel, who is also used in many of the crimes, right? And also there is an expansion that I'm not using now, which will actually turn him into like a police officer. Now it's just something that's moving around. The blockades here, you see this is this one, because especially tagged because of the solo mode, because the solo player will move this around, but more about that later. So the blockades, these guys, the villains, they cannot move through it unless some things happen that allow them to move through it. Of course, if you move a blockade like this, it doesn't push the person out. Okay, so you can move blockades around as well. Yeah, and that's basically all that you see here in front of you. Of course, there's more to explain, but you'll see that as we're playing. Okay, it's always a good way of learning it as well. And I don't want to talk for 5 hours before we start to play. So important is the AI always goes second, and it's a she. Her name is Echo, right? And so I'm going to start though. So I'm going to put him back. That was just an example, because at the start of the game I get 1 evidence. In the multiplayer game this would be face down, because you don't want other people to know what you have. But here Echo, you know, it's an AI, she can't really see what I'm doing, so I'll just put everything face up. I also start with 3 intel, and that's it. Then here I have the 2 quests I have. I have the side quest. Side quests you can always do, doesn't matter. You can just do what it says and then get the rewards. I mean, the requirements you have to, of course, have. And then this is a story quest, C1. It goes all the way up to G, if I'm not mistaken. But 2 of them have been removed, 2 storylines, because otherwise it takes too long to move up. Because you have 1, 2, 3. This is level 1. After level 1 has been done, then you can do level 2. There are multiple level 1s for each letter, though. So in this case, I have Hack the Lifts, which is the kidnapping level 1. Pressure on powerful execs is key when we move into a new city. Hit them where they live, and let's see who we can isolate from their security detail. So basically, I'm hacking the lifts. You must be in the towers. So where are the towers? The towers are here, holding the crack box. So the crack box is here. That's really seems already very interesting for him, right? To just go here, pick it up, and then maybe later on, do some more actions or whatever. So if I do this, right, then I drop the crack box, but then I get to choose one of these two options. Now, the safe one is the green one, and the extreme one is the red one. Now, there's different, this is reckless, very reckless, and this is restrained. So basically you can see you can get less intel by being restrained, but you also have less dilemma cards, which means less corruption. And also you can file more evidence and you gain more evidence. But if you're reckless, you get more intel, more dilemma cards, but less evidence, and you can file less, okay? Because you're being more illegal. Basically, you're doing more illegal stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. But this, if I do this, this happens at the end of my turn. And if I manage to succeed, I unhook, which means I put back all my guys. So all my criminals, basically. That's what they call them. Criminals, not villains, not bad guys, whatever, just criminals. And then I have my side quest, which is a meet and greet. Something big is about to go down. So you must be in a zone with 2 other criminals that you don't control. The sentinels must not be in the zone. So in that case, it must be in a zone with 2 other criminals that I don't control. At this moment, this is very difficult, because even if I control just one, the others are all very far away. So this is not a very good side quest to do immediately. If I were to finish it, it says controllers of the other criminals must unhook from them. So that would be the AI then. Okay, so I'm not going to focus on the meet and greet. I'm going to focus on hack the lifts, and I think I'll be focusing on the fixer. Now, before we really start, I'm going to tell you what the special abilities are of these criminals. We have the sprinter. The sprinter may spend an action to move to any zone that she can reach without crossing any blockades. So the sprinter could immediately, for example, go to here, here, or here, which in this case is not very special. But if the blockade were over here, then she could go all the way over there with one action, which is, of course, very good. But at this moment, she's pretty much contained. Not much crazy stuff she can do. And once again, I can only do that if I reach this point. Then I have the Disruptor, which is kind of cool. He can shift, which means move. Shift is move. You can shift a nearby blockade. Nearby means next to you or on the same spot, or sentinel. So he can basically push the sentinel and the blockades around. The first time it's free, but then it costs 1 action per shift. So you can always just shoot them or push them once. Then we have the Dronejack, which is this guy over here. The Dronejack may spend an action to shift or pick up 1 nearby loose item. The ability ignores blockades completely. So he could actually, if I were to hook on into him, he could push this item 1 spot over here, which would then next round make it easy for me to pick this item up with him and then complete the mission. And then we have the fixer. The fixer may spend an action to activate the power of a nearby zone that has no heat. The ability reaches through blockades. Once again, even though I just said what the Dronejack could do, I cannot do it now because I don't have the grip here. It has to be here before I can do the actual power. All right, so let's really begin now. On my turn, first I have to choose to hook a criminal, which will be the fixer. So I'll take him, and then that means I move him 1 step forward. And then I gain grip, that's the second one, that's what I did. Also, if he was hooked by the AI, I could still do it, but then I'd have to pay 1 intel to the AI. This area, by the way, is called your memory. All right, because all your intel and your evidence is also stored in your memory. Okay, so then I have 2 actions. I could move, I could pick up an item, I could use a zone power, I could use a criminal skill, but I don't have that. Gain 1 grip, I can also do that, and that's it. Completing side crimes, dropping items, and some criminal skills are free actions. So where I am right now, I could potentially do this action, which means if I actually, that's even better. If I do this action, I could move this here and then pick it up and instantly do my mission, my crime, actually. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to activate this, which means one threat of each zone comes here. Okay, so effectively freeing up Riverside for actions later on. And then I can do these 4 things. I can do 2 actions out of these 4 choices, or do one action twice, one option twice. So what are those options? Those options are shift 1 criminal, so basically move 1 criminal, but you can't go through a blockade. I could shift 1 loose or held item, so I can move 1 item around, which is of course what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it immediately. So that's one of those 2 actions done already. I could also peek at 2 face down evidence tokens in the pool. So this is the pool or the final plot. There's nothing here. And then shift 1 blockade or sentinel once. So also thinking about my meet and greet, I can actually move 1 person closer, but even then it's kind of a I want to peek at 2 evidence because I'll be able to take 3 evidence. I'll be able to take 1, which most likely will be the, I think, what are those called? Plans? Locations. I'll be able to take 1 location to do this. I cannot take financing. Well, I could take financing as well, but I can only take 1 of these 4. The other 2 come from here. So financing and location are 2 options. The ringleaders, these 2, not much use to me now, but these 3 will change every chapter. So the ringleaders can still be useful for the end of the game or the next chapter. So my second action will be to peek, and I'll just do like this. So we have weaponry and also tactics. So weaponry is interesting, tactics is not. Right. So I peeked, I'll close it back up, even though I don't know if in solo you can just leave it open, but it's peeking, right? So I guess I should just close it again. Up to me to remember, right? Okay, so this was my first action already. Okay, I activated my my zone. So now as a second one, I need to hold the crack box, and the crack box is here. So my second action will be to pick it up. So pick it up, you just take your person, put it slightly on top of it. Okay, that's how you pick it up. You don't put it on the person. I guess you could put it on the person, then you might forget or whatever. So I don't know, maybe I guess they feel it's better this way. So he has it now picked up. My turn here ends. So now I could complete story crime. Now once again, my side quest I could complete at any time. I don't have to wait. But here is what I'm doing. I'm going to hack the lifts. So once again, pressure on powerful execs is key when we move into a new city. Hit them where they live, and let's see who we can isolate from their security detail. So you must be in the towers, check. Holding the crack box, check. So I can breach 1 tower. So basically get 2 intel, 1 dilemma, 3 evidence, and file 2. Or I can take down the grid for 5 intel, 2 dilemma, 2 evidence, and 1 file. Now I'm going to go for breach 1 tower. So basically I'll get 2 intel. Okay, here we go. I'll get 1 dilemma, and of course I can look at it. So that's only 1, so it's pretty good. And it has the icon here of money, of finance. That means in the final plot, right? The final plot, if money, finance is one of the scoring, if money is here, right? If it is here at all, and it's in the row of 4, 3, 2, or 1, that's the amount of points I will get for the amount of money that I have. So I have 1 money now. If the money were supposed to be finance, if finance were supposed to be at number 4, this would be 4 points. So this does not go here yet. This goes into my hand. Now, personally, I put them sideways like this, so I remember it's in my hand. So even later on, when the cards are here, I still put it like this because it takes a lot of space and, makes it easier for me. So 3 evidence. So I'm going to go for the location, all right? Put it here. And then I'm going to take 3. Now, I liked the weaponry. That was this one, right? Don't care much about tactics, so I'm going to take this one here because you don't need to take them in order. Oh, and it's finance. That's very good actually. Then I can cache to, I can file to evidence. And then I don't keep this. I don't. I put it here on the top because this is where all the evidence will come, right? It's like for everybody. So if now, let's say the AI also has a level 1, but they are now able to, I would be able to do a level 2 C now if I wanted to, but then I have to be really lucky that the top one is a C, which, is unlikely, I guess. There's a chance, but okay. So now I need to file. I can file 2. So I'm going to file weaponry, the first one, and finance. Now, why am I doing that? Because if the AI files something, right, then it'll say top row, second row, or third row. Now, I don't really want the AI, because let's say if I did the bottom row and the AI had bottom row, it would skip it and go to the bottom, the final plot. And the first thing it would do is it would cover the bonus spots. I cannot do more than one on its turn, but it will still cover up the bonus spots. And I'm hoping the moment I have a majority of these, I need one more. Then if we manage to complete this, I'll have the points, the most points. And if we fail, I won't get the negative points, the negative grip. And I also want those bonuses. So it's kind of like, you want to go for the bonuses first and then do that. It depends what you're doing. So anyway, that is the end of that. I unhook my person. And then I get to draw and ditch. I'm going to ditch my meet and greet. So I put it in a discard pile, but just put it face up underneath the pile. So I can take one side crime and one of any level, but I'm going to take another level 1. Now, if I already had any of these, I cannot take one then of that kind. You can only draw up to 1 total of what's in your hand. So now I had 0 of both, so I can get to take 1 of each. So the side quest is plant, side crime. Someone is going to get caught with this piece of evidence. Don't let it be you. So you must be holding an item alone in a zone with another criminal who is not holding an item. So give the item to the criminal. So all I need to do is, for example, take control of him again, move here, and then give this person the item, and then this would already be done. Stalk the convoy. It's Deadly Force 1, B1. SEC vehicles are moving an advanced rifle called the Aftershock through the city. Get us a peek at it while it's on the road and record security protocols for us. So you must be holding the bird's eye in a zone with the blaster. So the blaster is here. The bird's eye is here. So if potentially with him, I could drop the item, which is a free action, pick it up, which is an action, and then slowly move this way and then that way. So that would be a way to do this. But all of this doesn't matter because the AI is going to make moves and might just change everything up. Okay, so that's done. And then now it's the AI's turn. So we flip over the card. And the card of the AI works like this. First of all, it shows you, see, they're going to be moving, they're going to be hooking the Disruptor. So the Disruptor goes here, and the AI gains grip for the Disruptor. So the AI has taken over the Disruptor, and it has gained 1 grip because it's C and C. And then it's going to roll a dice, and it'll see how far it moves. Okay, so let's see. 6. So 3 counterclockwise. So the Disruptor is here, and it will ignore any barriers or blockades. So 1, 2, 3. Now, of course, now I regret throwing away that side quest because I could have done it. But anyway, then we're going to roll white and black. And the white will decide what happens, and the black will decide the movement if necessary. So 6 and 2. So if it were 1, it would be A who moves. If it were B, it is B. So if it were 2, it would be B who moves. So it is 2. So the fixer will go 6, 3 clockwise, which of course is very annoying for me. So clockwise, 1, 2, 3. So, and he takes this item with him because he was carrying it. All right. Oh, no. He was not carrying it because he dropped it, according to the crime. So he's all the way over there now. So he's gone. And then, for example, had it been 3, then this item would have moved. 4 means the blocks, they would have gotten 3 threats, okay, and the action would have happened if at all possible. And then 5 is the blockade, that's tagged, would have moved, and 6, the sentinel would have moved. Now we roll the black die to see how far the mission marker moves. So 1. So you can see it doesn't reach the level 1 yet, so it does not complete its mission. If it had reached the mission, then it would have completed the mission and done the reckless part of it. And then, but now that doesn't happen. Instead, it does the bottom right here because it failed to complete its mission. So it gets 1 boost. So I get to choose which one for them. So I'm going to say that it can take the tolerance, but it doesn't get it anyway. It just takes it and discards it. A new one comes out. And then because this was not taken, this gets 1 intel. This, by the way, means you take a side quest. This means you can just swap 2 items. It doesn't matter if they're held or loose. And this means that you can draw 2 dilemma cards and then discard 2 from your whole hand. Okay. So, it gets 1 boost. It gets 1 of these dilemma cards sideways. It gets 1 evidence, so just randomly chosen. So obviously, because I peeked, well, I'll just be, let's keep it a bit interesting. Let's do, what, I'm not using it to my advantage, am I? Because it says you can just choose whatever when it comes down to evidence. But does it say that, let me check. Yeah, it just says evidence from the pool. Yeah, so I'll just take some random stuff. All right, then next up is it will file. So this will immediately be filed to the top row. So this goes here. So once again, had this been full, it would have filed here and got another bonus and a point because it will always go for the point. So now it has 1 file. I have 2, so I just need to make sure I get 1 more file and I'm golden. So that's the end of the turn of Echo. That's done. It does not unhook its criminal because it hasn't completed its mission yet. So when, oh yeah, and this was actually supposed to fill up, actually. When does the chapter end? The chapter ends when I can no longer take anything from here or from the pool, or Echo cannot take anything from the pool anymore. That's when the chapter ends. All right, so now I need to focus. My plant is still possible. I just need to take one of these people, pick up the plant, pick up the item and give it. That's it. But of course, I'm more interested in getting the blaster. I'm doing the stock the colony here. And both these items are here. So maybe that's it's a good idea to also tell you about what the different areas do. This means that you can move a criminal to anywhere on the map. This means you take both your cards and you compare to see who has the highest amount of corruption. Whoever has the highest loses and has to pay 2 influence to the other person. Intel, sorry. Here you get a boost or a side quest, if I'm not mistaken. That's a side quest. Any crime deck, because it can be side quest or level, which is actually quite good, because the B1 is kind of difficult, if I'm honest. But then, what else am I going to do there? It seems a bit like a wasted turn. Riverside here means you get you either get an evidence token or you file one, which is also nice. But then once again, actually I could do the action, pick up the item. No, I'm not sure yet. Here, I already explained it, same thing as a token, you just swap it out, both of them. Here, we already did this. Here you gain tolerance. Here you can move the sentinel and or blockade 3 steps. Also, when you move the sentinel and someone standing next to him, the sentinel can take them with it. And those are all the actions. All right, so let's see. I think I should just focus on my side quest and maybe think about ditching this. Because it's going to take a while to complete it. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. So I'm going to, I don't want to hook up the Disruptor because I have to pay Echo. So I'm going to hook up to the runner. There we go. So I gain 1 Echo with her. Then my first action will be that I pick up this item. And then I will do plant. So once again, someone is going to get caught with this piece of evidence. Don't let it be you. You must be holding an item. I am. Alone in a zone with another criminal who is not holding an item. And it is. Give the item to the criminal. So the Disruptor is now holding this item. So I get a boost. And I'm going to take the side quest and the point. There we go, the intel. So the side quest is discarded. A new one is revealed here. This is an action, which is actually really nice. Luckily, the AI will not, Echo will not go for it. She'll go for the 1. I get a, and I immediately get this. I'll check that later. I'll get a dilemma card. Get 1 evidence, which will be the finance, and I can file 1. And I will file finance, or not, no. I will file the bottom one. There we go, location, done. All right, so this is discarded. And then I'm going to take a look at my new side quest, which is fence. You must be holding an item in a zone with a criminal holding an asset. Swap items with that criminal. So assets are green. And all right, I'm being super lucky now. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not holding an item. But he is holding an asset. So if I had been holding an item, I could have done this instantly. That kind of makes it funny because last game I had the plant one, and then I also had the opposite of plant. So basically I planted an item and then stole it back. It feels a bit like a Skyrim, where you would steal something from a shopkeeper and sell it back to them. But anyway. Alright, so I have one more action, because the action I did was pick up the item. So now my last action is, even though she can run very far, it's not really necessary. I'm going to put her here next to the sentinel, so she can potentially pick it up and then run here next round. Oh, but no, the other way around. She has to go here. She has to be holding the bird's eye. So yeah, so it's pretty good. That's her second action. Next time she picks it up, runs over there. Done. That would be very nice. Wait, that's the end. I have no story crime to complete. Ditch and draw cards. I'm going to keep both of them because she has the potential to finish that next round as well. No, she won't, but still. Maybe I should ditch it anyway. No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. You never know. So, that's my turn done. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Here. Up. C again. So she stays hooked into the Disruptor and then moves the Disruptor again. 2. So that means 2 clockwise. So 1, 2. So I can no longer do what I was going to do because he ran away with the item. So that's no longer an option. See, I should have changed it. Okay, roll both dice. 5 and a 4. So the 4 is the R for Riverside, which is here. So then the 5 does not matter. So what that means specifically, because I'll go over it, it's a bit more tricky than the other things. That means move the 3 heat group to the indicated zone. Ignore the black die. So it goes to Riverside, and also she will actually do this action. Now, the action that she chooses, I don't know if it's going to be filing or not. Let's see. At Riverside, she gains 1 evidence. Okay. So, up 1 evidence for her. Alright, so that is done. And then we roll to see how much this goes forward. Another 1. So she still doesn't complete her mission, but she once again gets this. And also you see here, now we have a different icon. If she had filed this time, she would have filed here and gotten the bonus. So good for me that she didn't. But she'll still file though. Which I guess she will still file there, so it doesn't matter. So she's going to take this. There we go. This will go away. And a new one will come. And then a 1 will go here. And this basically means an item is placed on a villain. But swap item with criminal. Item may be swap item with criminal. So you just go. Okay, cool. Alright. And then also she gets 1 dilemma card. She gains 1 evidence. And then she can file 1. And the filing is still according to this. So she will put, for example, this here, get another 1. So she'll get another point. Another intel. This goes away. A new one comes out, which is moving the Sentinel or blockade to, or Sentinel 1, blockade 1. It's no matter how, it depends on how you look at it. All right, so that is the file done. Okay, and then we also have to, we should have done that earlier once again, but I keep forgetting. Okay, my turn again. Now everything is a lot different, but I can still do stock the colony. Fence has now become very, very difficult. So I'm going to stay with her. Up. So I hook her up. Now I can, actually she's already hooked up. I could actually hook up a second person if I wanted to. And then I would put it here. And I think that might be a good idea just to increase I should have done that earlier as well, to be honest. But yeah, for multiple reasons. Because the one that she activates might end up giving me money. Intel, sorry. And also just being able to take a second one means the grip will increase. So it's kind of stupid of me that I didn't do it earlier. Anyway, so she's going to use up all my actions. So whoever I'm using is just to purely increase their build. So I'm going to hook up to the Dronejack. Just to spread this out a bit. And of course she gets 1 because she was already hooked up. So she will do the first action, which is pick up the blaster. The bird's eye, sorry. And then she will run. Oh, no, she can't run. Because I don't have the grip with her yet. I can run next round. So I can actually... yeah. My second action for her will be to gain grip, I guess. Or gain grip with the Dronejack. Come to think of it, well, yeah. I shouldn't change around now. I'm gonna stick to my choices. I could activate this, which means I can move people around. So, but I can't go through blockades. So. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to activate this. So up, 1, 2, 3. So I'll move the blockade 1 step here. That's my first action. Second action is I'm going to move him here. So if I'm really lucky, the next round I'll be able to run here, and then do my quest and defense all together. So that'll be very nice. Oh no, but I won't be able to do it actually, because if I do fence, I swap items with that criminal. Right, so that's kind of not useful. Well, I'll just keep it anyway. Yeah, I'll keep it anyway. Okay, let's just stick with it. I should have thought about it earlier though. Anyway, too bad. back to her turn, because the 2 actions, I've done that, because I've activated, I came here, and then I activated, it's done. Next time I'll be able to run over there, and then do my action, and then drop the bird's eye. So then, yeah. Okay, her action. Yeah, right? Yeah. So she will be taking over the Dronejack. So it's good, because she takes the Dronejack, and then gains 1. Now, she doesn't gain anything with the Disruptor, because it says she will hook 1 and then get the grip only for that one. So she gains him. She takes over the Dronejack. The Dronejack has 2, so he will go 2 clockwise. So it'll be 1 and 2. So the clockwise is now next to me. Then 2 are rolled, which is 3 and 3. So that means the item, what is that item called? The gun droid is going to move 3 spots clockwise. So 1, 2, 3. All right, and then this time for sure 5. Yeah. So hop, finish the quest. So her mission, her crime is C1. We already had a C1. Friends in low places. The kidnapping. New Dawn companies are rich with personnel vulnerabilities. The poor serving the rich know all sorts of secrets. Squeeze a few and see what pops out. Sadly for me, no, it's okay. It's fine. It doesn't end yet. She will get 2 intel. All right. 1 dilemma. 3 evidence, which luckily does not finish the round yet. Up. And then she will file 2. So she'll file 1 here, get 2 torrents. That will be slotted here. And she will file another one, but she cannot do 2 at the same time. I could, but she cannot, so this will go here. So her requirements, it doesn't matter, okay? So C1 just covers the other C1, and she will draw a new level 1. She will keep drawing level 1s until all the level 1s have been completed. All right. Okay, so, actually she was supposed to file here. So it's still correct, but this one goes here. There you go. So the first one's supposed to come here, according to this, right? And the second one would have gone there. So in the end, it's all correct. So she ends up having 2, I end up having 3, which is perfect for me, which means I will score points. So back to me. So I still have her hooked up, which is good. And I think I'll also hook up. Oh, and these 2 are unhooked now because she completed her mission. I think I will get him as well, just to get them all up. So he goes 1, and then she goes up 1. So now I can use her special ability. Last time she didn't pick this up, right? Because she moved here for 1, and then used the ability to move stuff around. So this turn, she's gonna pick it up. Maybe I'm forgetting it. I'm making it more difficult for myself. It's possible. But I seem to remember that she didn't have the actions to pick it up. Oh no, she did pick it up. I think she did pick it up. Yeah. Okay, let's just say she picked it up, because I'll put it like this anyway. Otherwise, why would I have done it? So, alright, let's say she picked it up. She now has her special ability. She may spend an action to move to any zone that she can reach without crossing any blockades. So she runs over here. So that makes sure stalk the colony is done. You must be holding the bird's eye. Check. In a zone with the blaster. Check. Drop the bird's eye. So the problem here is that was 1 action, right? I cannot do fence because the moment if I do fence, I can't do start the convoy. So of course I should do start the convoy. But then I have one more action to do. And what am I going to do? Because I have him as well. He's going to activate this area. So this zone, 1, 2, 3. He's going to do 1 and 2. And then the sentinel can go here. Why? Because now I have it's much easier to move around with all my guys. I mean, as long as you don't need Riverside. If we now need Riverside, I'm kind of screwed because I really choked this up. Alright, so that's the end of my turn. And then I complete a story crime. I could have actually just also given me grip, which might have been a better choice. But anyway, we'll see. So, start the colony, Deadly Force 1. SEC vehicles are moving an advanced rifle called the Aftershock through the city. Get us a peek at it while it's on the road and record security protocols for us. So you must be holding Birdseye. Yes. Drop the Birdseye. It's dropped. And then I'm going to... I think I'm going to leak military secrets. I'm going to go reckless because I only need one more thing here for the bonus. So I'm going to get 5. Get 2 of these dilemma cards. Get 2 evidence. So I'm going to keep my options open and get another one of these. Well, actually, I can always look at my cards. Now's a good time to look at them. So I have 1 finance, I have 1 ringleader, and then these 3. I'm gonna have to throw away 2 of them. Now, the way these work is for every unique wanted poster you have. Let's say I have 1, they give me 1 point. If it's 2, it's gonna be 4 points, 2 times 2. If you get 3, it's 9. 3 times 3, 4, 4 times 4, stuff like that. At the moment they cancel it, well, it's just not worth it because this will be 4 points, but it costs 6 corruption. I think I'll be keeping these 2. So I'm gonna get the ringleader. And then I'm going to get a random one. By the way, this bag, it isn't part of the game, alright? I took it there because at the end of every chapter, you'll see these will be thrown back in and then you have to shuffle. And I find it very annoying to just shuffle tokens when they're like in towers like there. So I just use this. And you can say, but if you want to do it secretly, how do you know? Well, very easy. Because when you take out the token, the flat side is the back side. The top side has like the curve on the side, you know, like the smooth edges. So you know that's, if you pull it out like this, you can see it. But if you pull it out like this with the flat side up, it'll still be secret. So that's why I prefer doing this. I don't lose much time putting all the tokens around or whatever. So this is the second one I drew, so more weaponry. Okay. All right, so this is, oh yeah, and then we're not finished yet, of course. I get to file one. So I will file, this is the final plot. So I will file the ringleader, which will get me 1 grip. And I'm going to take the runner, because I really like her. She gets around a lot, especially with how I opened it now. So if I get her to stamina, she can do even more stuff. So this is all done. This goes here, B and C, there we go. And yeah, this is the end of the, well, first of all, it's not yet, because I get to draw a new, and maybe get rid of something. I'm not going to get rid of something, because just picking something up will immediately allow me to do this, so I'm not doing that. I'm going to pick up another level 1. And it is D1, Higher Power, Become a God, number 1. The broken halo has tendrils into deep pockets and we want in. Pay the cult leader a visit and make sure you get his attention. So it must be in Iron Heights. Iron Heights is here with the loose gun droid. So the gun droid cannot be kept. So the gun droid has to go here, has to be loose. That is doable if I move him here and then perform the action. Then this one can be swapped with this. So if I manage to get both of them together, then that would be very easy. Or just make sure he doesn't move. I mean, I can't make sure, but it's all very doable. So it sounds good. Okay, anyway, what happens when a chapter ends? Well, you go through the following steps. And you see the steps here as well, actually. First, you see if it's success. Success because all the dossiers, it's not files, the dossiers are gone. So players with dossiers earn a displayed reward for each dossier they have. So the first round, it's 2 points per, so I get 6. And she gets 4. Now you can see it's not really that important now to be first, but had we failed, whoever has the least amount of dossiers would have lost 2 grip. So of course that would have been bad. So, okay, so that's done. Reshuffle all the 6 assignment tokens. So these are assignment tokens. They will be shuffled. While I'm doing that, refresh the chapter grid. So discard all of the filed evidence tokens from the chapter slots back to the evidence supply. So these 5 will go back in the bag. All players return all dossiers to the chapter slots appropriate for the player count. Okay, so number 2. Oh, weaponry again. All right. And then number 3. Ringleaders this time. And then number 5. Let's make it the first one again. Tactics. I mean, that was tactics, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's tactics. It is tactics, yeah. All right. So these all go back. Here. Okay. Done. And then put the dossiers back. You can see we're playing with 2 players, so that's why the 2s are covered. 3 and 4 will cover more spots. All right, so we can follow along here. That's done, that's done, that's done. Then we do the dilemma cards. So we have to get rid of half. We have to keep half rounded up. So of course I'm going to keep 2 because I have these 4. So like I said, I get rid of these 2 because of the reasoning I had earlier. They're discarded, face down. And then these are now pushed like this. And then here, I do face down because I'm not going to look at hers either. I shuffle them and then get rid of 1. So this one. Up. So these go here. All right. And then, yeah, put those back. So now you'll see this bag in action. The first one is just normal, okay? But the other ones have to be face down. So I just feel around. So you can see that way I know for sure it is like this. And then I don't have to shuffle all of them around. Like, okay, you could say, well, this isn't much faster. Maybe so, but I prefer doing it like this. And you can still do multiple ones if you have good touch. Two more. So you can see there will be more evidence there as well if there are more players. You see the 3 and a 4. Done. So yeah, it doesn't take too long. Alright, so I'll be OCD-ish and move them all the way they're technically supposed to be, which is like sliding to the side. There you go. Up. Alright. So refresh the pool, clear the bonus slots. Okay, these all come here. Up. There we go. Normally these are flipped over in a normal game. But of course with her it's never ever flipped over. So then this goes down. And then we're almost halfway. So now the second round begins. So I just finished my turn. So she starts the new turn. And she starts off with A again. I did shuffle, by the way, because I played yesterday as well. So A is the Dronejack. So it takes him. Up, increases her pull. No, she pulls him, increases her grip. Then let's see where the Dronejack is going. 1. means 1 clockwise, and then 2, 6 and 3. So the sentinel will move 3 spots clockwise. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. And then let's see if she can complete another mission. Like last time when I played, I think the first 3 rolls were 5, 5, 5. So just like crime, 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 all completed. Now 1. Okay, so she does the bottom one again. So she gets this one. Up. It's discarded. New one comes out, which is the same one. And then 1 is added to the next one, which is the action. And then she gets 1 dilemma. So now I'm putting it sideways like this. And then 1 evidence, which will be this one. And she will file 1 to the middle row. So one of the ringleaders is now done. Yep. My turn. So fence I could do, like I still have these 2 hooked. Now I could hook a 3rd one, but then I have to take a card. And I still only have 2 actions. It doesn't increase my actions to 4 or 6 or whatever. So you must be in Iron Heights with the loose gun droid. So I'm going to unhook him, which is a free action at the start of your turn. And I'm going to hook him. And increase him by 1. And increase her by 1. And then he is going to, she is 1 turn, runs over here. That's her special ability. Remember, she can sprint to any zone that she can reach without crossing any blockades. So, and then for her second action, she activates this one. So hop, hop, and hop. And once again, I will read it out to you what that does. Swap any 2 items, either or both may be loose or held. A loose item swapped with a held item itself becomes held. So we swap the gun droid with the car, but of course it's not just the car. The name of the car is the coupe. Yeah. So, well, what do you know? Who is in Iron Heights with the loose gun droid? It is the Fixer. Alright, so that's the end of my turn already, because there's 2 actions. She moves here, she uses the action, and boom. So you must be in Iron Heights with the loose gun droid. So once again, this is the first mission for D1, Become a God. The broken halo has tendrils into deep pockets, and we want in. Pay the cult leader a visit, and make sure you get his attention. So Iron Heights, check. Loose gun droid, check. And then I'm going to just do the... what is it again? The green one. The reserved. It's not reserved, is it? It is the restrained approach. So I get 2 points. I'm just going to take 5 and give back 3. And get 1 dilemma. 3 evidence. So I'm going to take this one, tactics, because they're a bit more difficult to come by. And then 2 random ones. So this one, more cash money, finance. And then this one, clock. What is a clock actually? Just time. Can't really get, maybe it's schedule or whatever. Timing, yeah, just timing. All right. So, and then I get the file 2. File 2. So I'm going to do this one. Get that over with. No. I don't want to do it because once again, I want to avoid her going here. And I want to go there for 1 anyway. So I'm going to do the gun, weaponry, up, done. And then I'm going to put some money, one of these 3. I think I'll take the boost because I want to have the extra action. Definitely going to be useful at 1 point. So once again, blue you can use at any time. Red ones have to be used instantly. So this gets 1 to make it more appealing. And then swap 2 items. Also, we're playing with her. Oh, actually we're playing in hard mode. Oh, I've been playing wrong. Oh, shoot. Okay, I thought I was playing normal mode. So stay with me here. It's not always supposed to be like this, because that's how I was playing yesterday. So that means the 1 is actually 1. In hard mode, 1 is actually 2. So you've been seeing me rolling 1s and not moving much is because of this. So basically 2, 3, and 4 only moves you 2. So I haven't been cheating. Okay, mentally. Alright, so alright, that's done. So we finished this up. So I was about to say, this is the easy mode, 1, 2, 3. The other way is hard mode, when even rolling a 1 will move her up 2. Okay, so I was effectively playing hard mode, but I wasn't moving her forward as much as I should have. So every time I rolled 1, she was supposed to move up 2 with that side. But once again, mentally, I was thinking I was playing on normal. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. Alright, so that is my finished crime, right? So that's all the steps. These both get unhooked. So we now have B, C, and D, but there's still 2 more storylines that haven't come out yet. So I'm still gonna go for level 1. And fence wise, side quest wise, I'm gonna get rid of fence because I don't like it. So G1, money on wheels, and override, side crime. So money on wheels, take down a security convoy, take the time for when the sentinels are down for maintenance. That convoy is carrying data cores worth a fortune. So that's a cash flow crime sequence. So the sentinel must be in Iron Heights. All criminals you control must be at least 3 zones away. Okay, so at the moment I have no criminals, so that's easy. So if I move the sentinel 1 spot, then that's enough. Yeah, just have to move in 1 spot and control him, for example. But of course you have that problem. Alright, we'll see. And then we have override. Hardware is the vehicle, software is the driver. You must be holding electronics, which is either this or that. The sentinel must be in an adjacent zone. Drop the electronics, move the sentinel to any zone. Oh, okay. So basically you're hacking the sentinel. Okay. So that was my turn. Now it's her turn. Yeah. Alright. B. So she will be hooking into him, the fixer. Alright, so that's done. Then she will see where he goes, which is 1 only. So going up. Oh wow, he's now locked up in there. That's annoying. And then these 2 get rolled. Oops. 4 and 1. 4 is actually the blocks. So that means the blocks get activated. But I don't think that actually happens, because she'll only activate certain things, which is Parish, Riverside, and Iron Heights. So no. But that doesn't mean anything. It still means that these 3 will go over here. And that's it. Okay. Then we roll the black one. So 3 and 3 means 2 spots. So 1, 2. So she completes a level 1. Control the roads, E1. So I'll make some space. We have a local rival that isn't playing nice. Lay the groundwork for her removal by hooking us into the interzone security systems. So we basically have 5 storylines out now. It's 3, 4, and then the 5th one I have here. So she is going to perform the reckless one. She's going to get 5 intel, 2 dilemma cards, 3 evidence. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, 2 evidence. 2 evidence, and she's going to file 1. So she will file 1, and she will file the bottom one. So she files this one, and takes a dossier. So her second dossier already. But I could do the second one as well. Well, let's see about that. And alright, so let's reset here. Okay. Yeah, that's her turn. Oh yeah, she gets another level 1. Because not all the level 1s are out yet. Okay. My turn. Let's go. So, if I want to do the... Oh yeah, and she unhooks both of her guys. So if I want to do money on wheels, I need to get the sentinel out of there. So I don't have much to do. I can only get one person. But I can get him out of there if I want to. But not that I necessarily want him to, but... So there must be an Iron Heights, which he is not. So he has to move. So we need to empty this. So if I use her to move here, then activate this, that would be 2 actions. That would free up this. Or you must be holding electronics, and the center must be in an adjacent zone. I could do 1, pick up 2, 3 with the extra action and do it. So I can do all this and then just get rid of money on wheels. But I should just do an action that allows me to move the sentinel. Alright, I'm gonna hook up to him. Dronejack. Up. First action is going to be activate this. Up, up, and up. Get -2. Get some tolerance. Oop. Some tolerance. And then, as a second action, I move over here. As a third action, I'm going to use this. I use my third action. So activate this now. Up, up, and up. So I move the sentinel to Iron Heights, and you can see I'm 3 away. So this is already done, money on wheels. But I have one more that I can do. I can move a criminal. I can move an item. I guess I'll move the criminal and move him also out of it. Move into Iron Heights, make him more useful. Alright, so that's done. Then I'm going to complete money on wheels. So take down a security company. Take down a security convoy. Time for the job when the sentinels are down for maintenance. That convoy is carrying data cores worth a fortune. So that's money on wheels, cash flow 1. I have 3 away from him, so 1, 2, 3. So I am going to use stun grenades. So I get 2. I'll just take a 5 actually. 5, give back 3. 1, 2, and 3. Gain 1 dilemma. 3 evidence, so 1, 2, more weaponry, 3, more finance. Then I can file 2. Now, I'm going to just file weaponry, so once again I have majority for sure. No, I don't, I'm just tying. Alright, I'll just file the other one as well. So at least it's done. And that would assure me 9 points. Well, she would get 6. But of course, if she finishes anything, she will also increase her tolerance. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so 3, 2, that's done. Money on wheels, G1. I know it's not in order, but G1 goes here. Okay. They might have a glare as well. No, looks fine. Okay, so. Okay, That's done. Override I will get rid of because the Sentinel is now here and there's nothing much nearby. So I'll just get a level 2 and a side quest. The level 2 is G2. Business is booming, so cash flow 2. The markers are a rat's nest of little gambling houses. Shut them down so the rats scurry our way. So the gun droid must be loose in Zanzibar. Zinbazar. So this is here, it's there. So basically she could flip it. You must be exactly 2 zones away with no zones in between. So I have to be here. Yeah. No blockades in between. That seems okay because I'm already have him. So if I then take control of her, yeah, that'll work. And then the other one is ambush. You must be holding a weapon alone in a zone with the sentinel. Move the sentinel to any zone. Okay, which is actually ding ding already the case. So depending on what she does, there are options. Did I just complete one? Yeah, actually I completed one, so I have to unhook him. Yeah, never mind. So much for that idea. Alright, her turn. Bum bum bum. D. So that is the sprinter. So she'll take the sprinter and increase the sprinter. And then roll a black die. 3. So she will go 3 clockwise. So 1, 2, 3. So much for my idea. Yeah. Oh well. Then 2 are rolled. 3 and 1. So the coupe will go 1 clockwise. We'll come here. Then roll the black die to see what the marker does. 6. That means 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And she does have a level 1, so she does complete it. She will be reckless. So track nothing. So tools for the job. She runs our competition in this city, and we can't let that continue. Gather the gear. Our enforcers need to crack her defenses. So it's also the hit. We already had one, the hit with control the roads. This is tools for the job. So she tracks nothing. Then we know. And then she gets 2 dilemma cards. 1, 2. 2 evidence. Oh, she can only have 1, which means it ends the chapter. Get another one from here. Face down. And she'll file 1, which will be this one. So she'll increase her tolerance to -4. So E1. There we go. Okay. So she actually was going to try to do these, but it's already done. So that's why she went to the bottom. Alright, this is also reset. And she will get a level 2 now because all the level 1s are done. So basically we're doing level 2 at the same time. So once again, we check, it's been finished. 3 points per dossier. So 9 for me, so I get a 10, put 1 back. And 6 for her. She will also get a 10 and put 4 back. No, actually no. Just get 5 on 1. Because we might be stealing from each other. Alright, then next, these get shuffled. And then while we're doing that, all dossiers are supposed to go back. Well, okay, we'll do 1, 2. So, once again, weaponry. 1, 2. Finance, and this is the last one. Ringleader. There you go. Okay, so these all go back. This goes here. Let's just put a pile of these ones. There you go. The dossiers go back. And then we also check the dilemmas. So I only have 2 apparently for the whole thing. So I look at them and then I have to keep one. So these cards are special. If you have 3 of them, you get 20 points. I don't think I'm going to get 3. And this will just give me extra points for locations. I guess I'm going to keep this because it's 0. This one can go away. And then here, she has probably a ton more than me. Yeah, she has 5. So that means she did a lot of stuff this round. So shuffle, and then 2 will be removed, and she'll keep 3. But of course she has -4 as well. So these 2 go away. First go here. Okay. So I'm kind of surprised that, did I only get 1 though? It seems so, I only get 2 cards? It seems so few. Oh well. She was reckless, maybe that's why. Alright, so then we refill the tokens there. And this game is very difficult to know who's winning, simply because of dilemma cards, because all those dilemma cards are endgame scoring. And especially in this case, because you have no idea what she's doing, you know, what she's giving in and what she has here, what she's putting in. Alright, so she finished the last round, so she unhooks because she completed 1. So it's my turn. So yeah, we finished everything, right? Yeah. So it's the final round. So now you get 4 points per dossier, and everything else doesn't happen anymore. It's the ending scoring. So I really need to get these guys up. So I'm going to control him, I guess. But it's not good for my stuff though. Like I can set it up, but then I have to run away. Like Iron Heights works. Like I could take over him, the fixer. Take over the fixer, pick up an item, do the ambush, and then activate my zone for another mission. Or maybe one of those boosts. Aren't that great at the moment. Alright. I'll use her, increase her. Then my first action will be running here. My second action will be activating this. Oh no, I can't. Shoot. Okay, my first action will be picking up this. Second action will be moving here. Third action, so pick up, move, and then third action, moving this back, will be, so this is now dropped, we'll be using this action. Remember, dropping is free action. So these 2 are swapped. So as a result of that, next round, I just have to take care of him or him, and then move here, and then business is booming is done. I'm gonna get rid of ambush though, because that's not very difficult to do. Get a new side quest, which is barricade. The sentinel must be in a zone with both barricades. Move a criminal you control to any zone. So basically move the sentinel 1 spot and it's done. But we'll see. Alright, her turn. B. So she'll take care of the fixer. Fixer moves up. And the fixer will move where? 1. So he'll go 1 clockwise. Hey, he's stuck. Alright, and then move 2, roll 2. 6 and 1. So D, which is the runner, has a 6. Which is 3 counterclockwise. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's still doable. It doesn't really affect me. And then we roll the black one to see progress marker 5, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. It's not completed yet because it's a level 2. So she does this, which means she'll take intel, get rid of this, a new one comes out, which is move any criminal anywhere, and then here. Then she gets one of these, one evidence, and she will complete the top here, which means she will take this one, get rid of this one, new one comes out, two double actions. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. And done. Back to me. And she keeps him for now. So I still have her hooked up, which is really good. And then I'm going to hook up him. So both move up one. Then the gun droid must be loose in Zin Bazaar. It's correct. You must be exactly 2 zones away with no. So one of these has to be here. So one move is here. So this is done. Second move, she's gonna go over here. Third move, because she has stamina, she activates this. So whoop, whoop, up, and then she moves the sentinel. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You can also move them less actually, but whatever. So basically now I can really do the barricade. The sentinel must be in a zone with both locates. Move a criminal you control to any zone. Actually I didn't have to spend her extra action then, because I could have just done 1, 2, do this. So let's do like this then. Alright, and then move him to here. So I get one evidence, which will be more weaponry, and file 1, which will be I'm actually going to put money here to increase the grip of anyone, which will be the fixer. Oh wait, I should check for the grip. The Dronejack may spend an action to shift or pick up one nearby loose item. Meh. Disruptor can do blockade. Meh. Fixer is better. He can spend an action nearby. He can perform an action nearby. He even goes through blockades, so that's way better. Alright, this is done. This is refreshed. And then I complete business is booming. The gun droid must be loose. You must be exactly 2 zones away. 1, 2. Here you go. With no blockades in between. No blockades. And business is booming is the markets are a rat's nest of little gambling houses. Shut them down so the rats scurry our way. So, what should I do? I kind of want to destroy the place. No, I'm gonna just chase them out. I don't think I need to force anything. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm being restrained. I'm gonna do it restrained. I get 2 of these. 3 evidence. So I'll take more money because I'm really hoping finance will reach. I really hope we'll be able to do it, but it's gonna be very, very tricky. And then I have 2 more. So this one, which is a ringleader, and this one, which is more weaponry. Alright, so I'm gonna put, I can file twice. So I'm gonna put 1 here to increase my -2 to -4. And then I'm gonna put 1 weaponry here. I don't think we're going to make it, but I don't want to be the one with the lowest amount of... actually, yeah, the lowest amount of dossiers. Okay, done. So G2. Alright, and then I'll take a level 2 and a side quest. Level 2 is G2 again, grand opening. The Golden Ring Casino in the parish is the perfect front. Keep the cops away and move in. Don't let the locals cause you any problems. So the parish must have 0 heat, which it has, and the sentinel must be at least 2 zones away. 3 zones away. At least, so it can be farther. You must be in both zones adjacent to the parish. I could get rid of him and take over him. Okay, potentially this is an option. And then we have tail. The beautiful thing about these sentinels is that they stir up all kinds of juicy information and don't even realize it. You must be holding transport, so either the drone or the coop, in a zone with the sentinel. Drop the transport, peek at 3 phase down evidence tokens in the pool plot. Okay, that's probably not going to happen. Alright, so that's my turn done. Her turn. D. So she takes the... Oh, I finished one, right? So I hooked these. So she takes the runner. Gets 1. And then rolls. 1. So she moves 1 clockwise. Then roll 2 dice. 2 and 5, so 5, which is the blockade is moved to counterclockwise. So 1, 2. And then the progress marker, 6. Yeah, so for sure we reach level 2, so she completes her mission. Which is B2. Take it for a spin. Deadly Force 2. Let's see if the Aftershock does what they say it can. A blackout pulse followed by an explosive shell should shred Sentinel energy armor to pieces. So she is going for the green for the restrained. She gets 4. So 5 and 1. She gets 2 dilemma. The game is almost over. Before I do anything else, let's do this. Then 3 evidence, and she'll do 2, and it's all going to the final plot. So, up, done. So B2. Stalk the convoy was followed by take it for a spin. Alright, so not done yet, but very, very close. I think if I finish this, the game will be over. Alright, so, okay. So the grand opening, the parish must have 0 heat, that's the case. And the sentinel must be at least 2 zones away. That's not the case. You must be in both zones, that's also not the case. So I cannot finish it now. Even with the transport, I can't finish it now. If I were to take control of her, she would have 4 actions. Because she has 2 stamina. So she could actually run, pick up the transport, run to him, and fix it. Let's see what's in here for now. So there's money, 2 locations, and 1 ringleader. The ringleader could be handy. Money is handy. Yeah. I don't know if I want to do the crime. And Iron Heights. I can't reach Iron Heights now. If I use Skyport, can I transport myself? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Because I could go here and then get the 2 actions thing. Which will be really handy next round. Then she'll be stuck there. That's not very good. Seems very difficult for me to get boosts. I should try to get these up so I have more points. Alright, I'll take control of him. Go up 1. And then my first action will be to move him 1 spot. So now we're parish there. And then my second action could be Use a criminal skill. Can't do that. Gain more grip. That's possible. Zone power, no. And move, yeah, but so I guess we'll just gain one more grip with him then. That doesn't seem like a really good move, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I think I will take her. Oh, I think her. I have to pay her. Oh no, because they finished. She has another level 2. So they're all detached. So I take her. She goes up 1. And I could spend 2 actions to give her 2 actions. So she can run around like crazy. And my first action would be to activate this. And she would transport him to there. And then I have one more action. One more action, I go here. Potentially I could use this and already move the sentinel in place. Oh, but it's already okay. The parish must have 0 heat and the sentinel must be at least 2 zones away. You must be in both zones. Okay, yeah, no. Alright, I'm ready now for the next round, technically. Oh, but I don't have to use her at all. Okay, oh, I messed up. I already moved everything, so I don't even know where I came from anymore. I do have one more. There are more actions, but yeah, I'll just stop there. We'll see what happens. Tail will be moved. Make a drop off. You must be holding an item in a zone with exactly 1 blockade. The sentinel must be at least 2 zones away. That's going to be very difficult as well. Okay, her turn. So shuffle. C, which is a disruptor. Okay, and then 5. So 2 counterclockwise. 1, 2. Okay, now they're all together. Fantastic. And then roll 2. So 2. So B, which is the fixer, is going to go 1 counterclockwise. He's now there. Alright, and then see the progress, which is 5, which moves her up 3. 1, 2, 3. And then of course she doesn't do it, so she gets this one. 1 intelligence, goes away. This one comes out. This one gets 1. And she gets 1 dilemma. 1 evidence. And she files 1 evidence to the top. So now we tie, which is bad. Because if we tie, then we lose grip. No, we don't lose grip, we lose points now. Well, if we both lose points. Don't really care about that much. Alright, so I feel like I maybe should have just gotten rid of grand opening, but we'll see. Alright, I still have green. Oh, you're supposed to be here. So I guess I'll hook onto him. So the runner goes up and the Dronejack goes up. So getting into position for grand opening is not difficult. We're gonna get that for sure. So you could pick up an item. No, this is not possible of doing it. It's impossible to do it. Drop off is impossible to do it. Yeah, it's not easy, yeah. Ah, activate this towers. Okay, so up one, up, and up, and I move the zone 1, 2, blockade. So now that's my first action. Second action is I'll hold this. Done. And then you must be holding an item in the zone exactly 1 blockade. The center must be at least 2 zones away. Boom, boom. Done. Yeah. So, should I take the point or the 2 actions? I'll take the 2 actions. Get another of these dilemma cards. 1 evidence. Which will be... I guess one of these just in case. And I get the file one. So the moment we tie, I don't want to tie, so I should get rid of the money, I guess. Up. There we go. So she still has 2 actions, and I still have 2 actions on top of that. So she's gonna move 1. Get the item. Activate this. It's another action. So up, up, up. The -4 becomes -6. Then moves again, because this is where she has to be able to do this. I was thinking of activating this, but it doesn't make much, doesn't do much. Let's see what happens when you do a clash. Because instead of going here, I could go here for that 1 action, do it, and then just go back. So let's see what it does exactly, the clash. You may pick a rival to challenge, so Echo. Both of you reveal your dilemmas in hand only and compare the total corruption, including tolerance. Higher total loses. Loser pays 2 to the winner and secretly chooses 1 dilemma to discard face down. I don't know if there's anything about challenging here. No. But let's try it. Alright, let's just try it. So instead of going here with my turn, my last move, I'll go here, spend my 2 actions. So 1 action is to activate it. Oh, why did I? Oh my goodness, I activated the parish. I can't do this anymore. No! Ah, so stupid. So stupid. Did I just do that now as well? Probably. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what happens. So I have 3, 9, 12, 17 minus 6. So I have 11. I might even lose this. 6, 12, so 11, 17 minus 4 is 13. Oh, I win. Okay. So I get 2. And is it the loser who discards? Yeah. So secretly you just shuffle, 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 and then whatever is discarded. Okay, that was really, really, really dumb. Oh my goodness, that was really dumb. Oh, that was good. That was dumb. I don't know why I activated this. Oh, I have 1 more action to do, but this is impossible now. Yeah. So I guess she gains grip. Whatever, doesn't matter. Now she can spend it to gain grip. And this is. Oh, I guess gain grip with him. That matters. Okay. And also that means that she still gets a turn because I didn't do that. Oh my goodness. Really stupid. Really stupid. Anyway. Alright, her turn. D. So she takes the runner away from me, but she has to pay me for it. Increases the runner, rolls die, 3. So 1, 2, 3. 2 dice, a 1. So B, which is the fixer, moves 1 clockwise, and then 4, which is 2, which is enough to complete the quest, of course. And it's green, so run from trouble. Oh, this is really painful. Up, 2, 3 evidence, which she has to take from here. 1, 2, 3, and then she files 2 in here. So, alright, and the quest was snatch the prototype. That Force 2. We've got our chance to steal a working model. Fight your way out of the military base before the gate slams shut. B2. Anyway. So, these are all done. So, it said after the active player. I think I have one more turn. Yeah, I get one more turn. So, I get rid of this, because it's basically impossible to do that now. Oh, so annoyed. So, I'll take a level 2, and this one. I'm just thinking, is it impossible? It's not impossible. Okay, so. Yeah, of course it's because of what I know now. Yeah, I wouldn't have kept it if I had known. if I had thought the game would keep going, I wouldn't have kept it, so. Alright, so C2, go to ground. You must be in the blocks holding the psi codes, which is these ones. Sentinel must be in the opposite zone, which is here. Oh my goodness. And then the bribe, you must hold an asset, which is the same. Alone in the zone with a criminal you don't control. So I could steal something, but she doesn't control anyone, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So, to have any chance, I think I have to take her. Because she could run. It's one move. Second move is pick up. Third move is there. That's it. So it wouldn't make a difference. If I take him, my points would be 6 points. And then she can't even run around because there's a blockade now. Because she moved her, right? Yeah, she moved her. So even if I had kept it, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Well, maybe I would have been able. No. So I'll take him. Increase 1. Increase him 1. Yeah, there's really not much to do. Nope, there's really not much to do. Oh, I play really badly, to be honest. And then the stuff I got here is also not good. I could gain grip with both, but it doesn't really do me much. It doesn't really help me much at all. Yeah, there's nothing to do. But then maybe I shouldn't have taken him. If I take him, there's a possibility there's something to do. At least I get a point there. Oh, this was taken by me right before. Yeah. It's supposed to be like this. So if I take him, then he can file something. He can get a boost or a mission. The boost would be good because I'd be able to get rid of one of these high number ones. But I'm gonna have to get rid of it anyway. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a difference. Can move a criminal to any location, so he could teleport himself away. But it also would not do much. Alright, he is going to activate this. Maybe this first. Filing doesn't help anymore. Alright. Do that just to get a side crime. So, up. That's his action, to activate the power of a nearby zone that has no heat. So, swipe. You and a criminal holding an item must be alone together in a zone. So I have to be in a zone where a criminal is holding an item. Yeah, no, not an option. No one's holding an item. Or maybe they did at one point and I forgot. That's also an option. They got it, you want to do the math. So yeah, that didn't help. So then I do this action. And with that, I will take evidence. But it doesn't look good. I guess I should file it to increase one of the evidence types to go up with what I have. So, oh wait, I'll put those down like this. Let's look like this. So I have all this, right? Ringleaders, but I can't put that up. Okay, I'll just put that up. Put this here in the hope that we'll have some stuff. Alright, done. Finished. The game is over. Very horrible roster round. Alright, first, it didn't work. So because it didn't work and we failed, it is... So she loses 5 because she has the fewest dossiers. There you go. And then next step is do this again. Throw away half. So I'm gonna get rid of these 2 because I don't have any of these. It's too high, and I think this collection might be more, has a higher chance of being something good. So it needs to go away. And then for her, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So shuffle, and get rid of 2. Alright, done. And then it's endgame scoring. So, first of all, score grip. Whoever is the lowest, that's the point. So I think I get 6 and she gets 6. So we both get 6. 6. I guess I'll just take 10. There we go. Alright, and then find out who went too deep. So we just add up total corruption minus a tolerance. 1 plus 1 is 2, 5, 10. Minus 6 is 4. And then, well, I think I won this one. So 3, 6, 9, 16, 17, 23 minus 4 is 19. So, player with the lowest corruption gets a bonus. So I get 5 because I have the lowest corruption. Player with the highest file has gone in too deep and might suffer a penalty. So we'll see. So check if the final plot was foiled. Reveal all of the face down evidence tokens. So this all goes away, by the way. This doesn't matter anymore. So reveal all the face down tokens here and group them by type. So 2 finance, 2 ringleaders, 1 location. And then, aha. So we need to have 3 3s, okay? So we already have 1. Timing. Okay, just... Oh, a ringleader. Okay, we just need one timing in all these. One timing or one location. Come on. Yes! One location. Good. And another timing too. And then tactics. So what does it mean? This means that all these, because they're the same amount, they will all score 4 points for each one of those that I have. And then the next one is just this one. If you have for each one you have that, you will score 3 points. So that's how that works. So, and because this happened, she is going to lose her corruption points. So 3, 6, 9, 16, 17, 23, minus 4 is 19. She loses 19 points. 19 intel. So, like yesterday I had 28 that I lost. So it can really hurt. Alright. Then, let's see. Final scoring. Add the value of your evidence tokens and dilemma benefits to your score in the following categories. So first, evidence collection. So let's see. With what I have here, weaponry sadly does not score, so I'm going to flip it over, so it doesn't matter. The other ones do score, so let's do finance first. I have 2 here, so 1 and 2, 3. So 3 times 4 is 12. So that's 12. There we go. So I'll flip it over. Then we have timing. I have no timing on here, so timing is just once. So that's 4 points. Then the ringleaders, I have 3 of those here, so that's also 12 points. So just get 20 and put 8 back. That's 3 and 5. So then I have one more location, which is another 4 points. So 3, I mean intel. And then the last one I have here is this one, which is tactics, which is 3. So I'll give 2 and take a 5. All right. Then the only thing else that I have left is this, which is useless because I only have 1. So that is my score there. And then for her, because she still scores all these cards, okay? She has tons of them, but she still scores them. So let's put these at the back. And then this one at the back. All right. And then also reveal these. So timing, ringleader, weaponry is useless. Okay. Tactics, another ringleader, another ringleader. Okay, so 3 ringleaders, no ringleaders here. So 3 times 4 is 12. So 20, and get rid of 8. There you go. Alright, and then there's the ringleaders. Timing, only 1 timing. So 4. Up. Then we have 2 tactics, which is 6. Then she has 1 finance, which is 4. Then she has 4 locations, which is 16. So 10. Running out of 5s here. 16. There we go. And that's it for the icons. Then she has 1 point here. And then she also has wanted posters. So she has 3 unique ones, so that gives her 9. So 10 and 1. Alright, so those are the cards. And then whoever has the highest points wins the game. So let's see. She has, this is 50. 60. So she has 67. Yesterday she had 105. She has 67. I have, let's see, 10, 20, 30, plus 20, plus 20 is 50. So 60, 20, so 20, so 70, 84. Yay! But then I don't know how good the victory is because I don't know if I made any mistakes or not. I have to double check and, during the edit phase. But I think in general, you know how this plays now, and how cool it is and how everything changes. I do want to have one shout out real quick to my so far favorite character, who was not in the game this time because I took 4 new characters. And that character is the Scourge. So, once per turn, the Scourge controller may gain grip with a nearby criminal other than herself as a free action. So if she's like here, she can just get grip with him, her, or one of these guys because they're nearby. So basically, it boosts everybody up so much. So just get her to the place where you unlock her skill as quickly as possible, and then try to hook her every time so she can boost up everybody else. It's really, really nice. Anyway, yeah, I really like this game, obviously. It's kind of a lot to keep track of, though, mentally. Like, you have to remember this and this and this and this, and it's easy to forget something, I've noticed. But I guess that'll decrease as you play more. Obviously, it's a really pretty game. There's 10 criminals, and with solo you only use 4, while in a regular game you use 5. But yeah, I can't wait to play this with other people, just to see the push and pull between everything, how much the board gets played actually, and gets changed every time. And also, every time you set up, all these different pieces are randomized. There's a lot of randomization in the game as well. I do hope to... One thing I kind of find shame is, even though you have the stories, the crime stories, it doesn't really feel like a story. You're just doing them 1, 2, 3, but there's no... every story is just a sentence, right? Or 2 sentences. So the story isn't really there. But it's just a puzzle, right? You're doing the puzzle, and it all looks really nice and brain burnery, and there's also hidden information that you don't know, and you can push yourself with all the corruption. And in this case, the plot was foiled, but if it wasn't foiled, then you can basically just add a bunch of points to her, right? You can... How much did she lose? Like 19 or something? I can still check. What is it? 6, 9, 12, 19, 20, 23, minus 4, yeah, 19. So she had 67 plus 19 is 16, 19 plus 67, 77 plus 9 is 86. Okay, I still would have won. No, I would have lost. Yeah, so I would have lost if this didn't happen. But then, of course, the scores would be differently, because then you would have not scored certain things. And yeah, so it's, yeah. I don't know, I like it. I want to play with more people too. But I like playing against Echo as well. This is the easy version. So she kicked my butt yesterday. It was 105 against 90. And now, it's 67 against 94. 84. Okay, so, yeah, anyway. I think it's, I can stop here. I might make more videos of this because I enjoy it, but it does take a while to play. Like, let's say 2 hours. And the setup setup is okay, but I would suggest getting bags for both, because then you don't have to shuffle everything and do all that crap. Anyway, okay, that's it. I'm Joachim. This was So Many Games for Little Time. Thank you very much for joining me once again, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye.